Hey, good Thursday evening. It is Cody with Cooking with Cojones, and we are still number 6 in the favorite chef competition. Tonight ends, it is Thursday, March 4th. Yeah, March 4th, I believe. Tonight ends the top 10 competition, so please go on and vote on Favorite Chef on Facebook. This is my daughter Haley, and tonight we are cooking some simple lemon and herb grilled chicken breast on the Kudu grill. What she's doing is she's crushing up some garlic into there. We've added some olive oil, some lemon juice already, some fresh parsley, fresh basil, dried rosemary, dried thyme, and dried sage, sea salt and pepper, of course. And I'm gonna cut up a little bit more of this basil, and we're gonna throw it in there. And what you do is just toss it around, kind of let it meld together while the grill is heating up. And we're gonna do it over direct heat on the grill, about 500 degrees or so, to get a good sear on the outside of that chicken, and then we'll kind of move it up and out to let it cook a little bit longer and a little bit slower. With the chicken, we're gonna have a white wine and butter sauce that we're gonna start here, and it's gonna have lemon in it as well. So I've started with a half a stick of butter in the saucepan, and it's a cold pan right now. And I'm gonna crush some lemons. And there, like that. And Haley's gonna take the rest of that garlic and put it down in this pot pan, okay? There. And if you remember my last video when we used fresh herbs, we didn't add it to the sauce at the beginning because it'll wilt that and you won't get the good flavor. I've also saved some lemon wedges for garnish as well, okay? So with that white wine, garlic, and butter sauce, we're also gonna serve it with some Fergola Sarda, which is basically the Italian version of the Mediterranean couscous, I believe. Could be lying to you, I don't know. They're delicious, they're little nuggets of love. They're gonna go great in that sauce underneath that chicken. I know you're looking at me like I'm crazy. So I'm gonna start this water over here. Start it boiling. I've got some salted water for this pasta. And while she finishes up that garlic, a little hard, I'm gonna talk about what makes chicken breast on the grill terrible, and it's overcooking it. So it would behoove you to invest in a small little thermometer. Take those chickens off as soon as it reaches 165 and let them rest, and you're gonna have a moist chicken breast. I'm real hesitant about cooking chicken breast or ordering chicken breast in restaurants because it's always so dry. But if you mind the temperature, it's gonna come out perfect every time. So, all right, thanks Haley. So we're gonna start this side cooking here. Get that butter a good melt. We're gonna pepper it. We're also gonna salt it. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil, that way that butter doesn't burn. We're just gonna let that cook down. We're gonna add the herbs, the fresh parsley, the fresh basil, right at the end. That way you get that punch of that fresh herb every time you take a bite. So we'll come back, we'll let the grill warm up, we'll get this sauce melting down, and then we'll put the chicken on the grill. All right, so we're out here by the Kudu grill. We're gonna put the chicken on. I've lowered the grill grate to a point where I can only hold my hand about 2 seconds, and that's a high heat. About 4 to 5 seconds, that's a medium heat, and anything over that is just kind of low heat. So what I want to do is I want to sear this chicken so it'll kind of hold that moisture inside, and then I'll raise the grate up a little bit. And the beautiful thing about this Kudu is I have this stainless steel lid that I can put on and get that oven effect, but still have that open fire setting. So I'll put this on here. Nice sear there. The beautiful thing about this grill is you can kind of swing this grate any way you want. So if something's not over direct heat, you can kind of swing it around like so to get it where it needs to be. So I'm gonna let that cook for just a bit. I'm gonna put this lid on for about maybe 4 minutes or so for that side, then I'm gonna flip it. Another 4 minutes, and I'm gonna raise it up. And remember, a thermometer, a digital thermometer is your best friend when cooking on the grill, especially chicken breast. Make sure you pull it off at 165. Don't let it go any further. Let that chicken rest. You're gonna have perfect chicken breast every time. All right, let's go back in and work on that sauce. All right, guys, we're back inside. We've got this sauce cooking here. Remember, it's about a half a stick of butter, lemon juice, a little olive oil, some sea salt, and some pepper. We're gonna put the pasta, the Fergola Sarda, into the water. Haley, go ahead and do that. We're gonna only use about half a bag because we don't wanna make it a pasta dish. It's just gonna be a nice additive to this sauce, a little starchiness to it. All right, so this sauce is cooking down. I'm gonna add some white wine here. I'd say about 2.5 cups, maybe 2 cups. And let that wine reduce down. And that alcohol will cook out pretty quick, and the longer you let it reduce, one, the thicker the sauce is gonna be, and two, of course, the less the sauce is gonna be. So remember how many people you have to feed. Like I said, once it boils, that alcohol is gonna be cooked off pretty quick, so no need to worry about that. Right when we're about to serve, we're gonna add those fresh herbs, okay? So we'll let that cook, we'll let this cook, we'll go check the chicken on the grill and see how we're doing, and we'll be back. All right, so it's been about 4 minutes on that side of the chicken thighs. So we'll go ahead and flip them over. You get some real nice color on there. I don't know if you can see it. I know it's dark out here right now. Put that over. And we're gonna cover that back up. 4 minutes later, we'll raise that grill grate to a medium low, and we'll let that cook for about 20-25 minutes. But that temperature, that thermometer is gonna be your guide, all right? All right, this sauce is reduced down about as much as I like it, so I'm gonna turn it down to a low heat. There. I'm gonna finish it off. I'm gonna put a couple more tabs of butter in there. While that melts, I'm gonna I'm gonna chop up some parsley. Like so, and set that aside. Now, you can chop up the basil, and like I said in one of my last videos, you want a real nice sharp knife that you don't push all those oils down into the cutting board. It remains in the leaf, so when you put it to your sauce, you get all that good flavor. Another way you can do it is just simply tear it apart, and you definitely keep all those oils in there, okay? So let that melt down. I'm gonna grab a little bit of a whisk here. I've decided to finish it off with just a little cream. Thicken it up a little bit and balance out that lemony flavor. We're gonna test that for salt. It's real good. We're gonna add just a little bit of sea salt, a little bit more pepper. Just a tad more cream. And that thickens it up quite a bit. And as that cools down, we'll add that parsley. There. Pull apart that basil. Our pasta is just about done as well. We'll keep a little bit for garnish. All right, so let's go ahead and strain this pasta. Make sure it's cooked. Perfect. All right, take that off the heat. Back to you here a little bit. Bring that out. And this pasta here is made with some durum wheat. And if you look at the difference in the color of each little pasta ball, some of them they almost have a charred taste to them, which is kind of nice, and it would be nice pairing with the chicken off of the grill, you know, that charredness off the grill. So come back and we'll check everything on the chicken. We'll check the chicken on the grill, make sure it's cooking right, and we'll plate after that. All right, so it's been about another 4 minutes on the other side of this chicken breast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise this up. Use up this Kudu. About a medium low. Before I put that lid back on, I'm gonna check the temperature, make sure we don't. All right, so we've pulled the chicken off the grill right at 165 degrees. We've got a couple more that still need to cook a little bit longer, but we're gonna go ahead and plate this up so you guys can see. So we're gonna start with a little bit of the Fergola Sarda, or whatever it's called. What do you call it? Fergola Sarda, sorry. We'll start with a little base of that. Spread that. Like I said, we're not gonna make this a pasta dish, but this will add a little bit of balance to that acidity of that lemon sauce. We'll take a little bit of this sauce. And this sauce has a nice tartness to it, so you don't need much. Alright. A little bit more. Let's put a little bit more pasta right around so it rests on top. A little too much. All right, wipe off the brim. We're gonna cut this chicken, and it's rested. So you want it to rest, you want those fats to kind of reabsorb into the grain of the meat. It smells great. When I was out there by the grill, I could smell the olive oil and the garlic dripping down onto the coals. Coming back up. All right, so we're just gonna simply set that right on top there. And we're gonna garnish it. A little bit of fresh basil. Top there, that's a big piece. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and some fresh Parmesan Reggiano. Top. A couple pieces of bread. Just a little bit of this sauce drizzled on top. And there you have it, a simple grilled chicken breast, lemon, white wine sauce, a little bit of cream in there, and some fresh herbs. All right, thanks for watching, y'all. Don't remember to vote for my favorite chef. Thank you.